I'm crying watching the movies cup. So go to ScrantonRoadMinistries.org or ScrantonRoadPromo.org for more information. Thanks to that fabulous team for what they do in putting all that stuff together.
What's up, my people?
We still got somebody on hold from this show.
You do? Oh, that's messed up. Brian, pick up. I dare you.
No.
Oh. Eva, hi.
See, you don't dare me to do things because I don't care.
Your hair, fix it, please.
What happened?
Did you get a haircut this week?
I got it last weekend, but you didn't notice. It's not. I just gave up on you. You're all worried about yourself.
I noticed.
Pamela, Mike, Janet, what's
Dave
up?
Safransky noticed.
Oh, that's messed up.
Ron noticed.
That's messed up. That means they think that you don't look appropriate. What
do you?
I think you always look clean cut. This is the sound of a woman in a hole
trying to dig out.
You always look clean cut. It's Follow-Up Friday, y'all. Tony says happy Friday ×2. Amora says pick up. Don't leave them on hold. Dang, they want you to pick up. So they're still on hold. Go ahead. His name's Jim in Akron. Pick it up. Amora, come on.
She's acting like she's in charge.
Just say hi. Be like, oh, the show's over.
Hey, Jim, you still there? Jim? Hey, you still there? I'm sorry, man. The show's over, but you're welcome to join us on Facebook Live. We're there right now.
So nice. Aw.
All right. Thanks, brother.
That is so nice. You did it. How does it feel?
I mean, regular, because I do this all the time.
All the time.
I care. All the time.
Rob says, happy Friday, Brian and Kelly. And happy 5th Friday, Jannelle. What's up with 5th Friday?
Because you celebrate Friday every day.
Yeah!
It's annoying.
Woo!
So annoying.
He understands me. Mike says, Brian, what are your thoughts on someone who needs to walk the streets of San Francisco or LA where all the homeless are every day? Would you give each dollar every day? There's a line where wisdom and discernment comes into play. It's not the absolute rule that the Bible teaches. It's the intention also.
Yeah, I mean, I got to tell you, I walked in Chicago from the Chicago and State Red Line stop to Moody Bible Institute. It was, I don't know how many blocks that was, 5 or 6 blocks or something. I did that for over a year. And I think your scenario is a little hyperbolic, to be honest with you. Like, I was not asked every day for money. I was not asked every week for money at the time I was walking. I would regularly walk with my family all over downtown Chicago and would have days where I'm not asked for any money.
There are places,
and days where I asked a couple times for money.
There are places. I mean, that Chicago is one example. There's New York. He brings up San Francisco. DR. If you live in certain places, the Dominican Republic, you're going to see.
If you live in certain places, yeah, you are. And I think, what does God expect of us?
So
to show compassion. And what I'm afraid of, Mike, is that people will create a scenario like you just created and say, I don't have to show compassion. I'm not saying I know how you're going to show compassion, but I don't think we need to be looking for reasons and that we don't have to. I'm not saying I've got the perfect answer here.
He definitely doesn't. I've been missing my bell. He does not have the perfect answer. Woo!
She does not have her act together.
I really don't. Oh my goodness. Pamela says, do you see Sean something got locked out of Edgewater Park last night? Okay, we got to find out who that is. Hold on. Edgewater Park. I don't really like that park, but.
Is that the? Oh, that's where the Cleveland sign is and the beach and everything. Yeah. Did she mean to tell us that?
I don't know. Oh yes, I saw that. I didn't understand. Yeah.
He's that worship leader.
Christian worker. And the cops came in there because I guess there was so many people. And then they got, oh, cool.
I didn't hear about that. We'll have to keep our eye on that. If you find a good article, send it to us so we can talk about it.
Amora says, good job, Brian. That wasn't so hard. Do you see? Amora, you're making the show better because he's lazy. He don't be doing stuff he's supposed to be doing.
I'm lazy. That's true. But, I mean.
Theola, you're here. And Valerie. Were there other topics that you wanted to get into? That was one.
Well,
Miss Anita liked the topic about...
obviously.
And then she said...
Because I'm her favorite. First Lady loves me. She tolerates you.
Really?
Just kidding. She likes you more than that. That was a little harsh.
Wow.
What's your problem? What are you doing?
Same here. I was actually told I had not to get money to play my family. Well, I just wanted, we didn't say it enough, but several people were saying it's about discernment and it's about following the Holy Spirit. And if you're walking in the Spirit, that somebody even texted and said there are many times where the Spirit would tell you don't give to this person. Or not many times, but there will be times. Right? So if you're Spirit led, because that mom called, dude, that matters. And she was like, I wish people wouldn't have given cash to my daughter who was addicted to drugs. You gotta care.
I think we should be guided by the Spirit. No question about it.
Yeah.
And I think some people use the Holy Spirit as an excuse to not give compassion to people.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, the Holy Spirit apparently tells people to say mean things to other people sometimes too. Oh wait, no, it's not the Holy Spirit, it's that person just being mean.
Oh, yeah.
And so I want to be careful with that as well. God expects me to show compassion, as we talked about. 1 John is my favorite passage where that's the case. 1 John chapter 3. If someone has enough money to live well and sees a brother or sister in need, but shows no compassion, how can God's love be in that person? So I'm convicted by that the expectation of me is if I see someone in need, I'm supposed to show compassion. How? Let the Lord lead you on that.
Daniel agrees and says, I would be very surprised if the Spirit led you not to give.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like, the Spirit might lead you to be like the apostles did. They encountered a guy begging outside the temple. They're like, hey, give me money. And Peter's like, well, I don't have any money to give you, but I can give you this. Stand up and walk. Now, I'm not going to get into the gift of healing thing here. But do you see? They didn't go, no, we're busy. We're going to pray.
Well, the Spirit could
you're just going to go spend it on some ancient drugs.
The Spirit could lead you not to give cash to a certain person.
That's what I'm saying, though.
Yeah,
yes.
You could still give, yeah.
But what people do is I've seen the philosophy. Here's their philosophy. I've learned that you don't ever give money to the poor, ever. You don't do that. And so what they do is they walk around, someone says, can you help me? Go, yeah, I'll help you. Go over there to City Mission. They'll help you. Or, yeah, I'll help you. Here's a gospel tract. That'll help. See ya.
No, listen.
People do this. You've met them.
Yeah, no, I've met them. I just want to know something, though. A couple things about Follow Up Friday.
Here we go.
When you're correcting the kids, do you do all of that? Like, do you say, oh, yeah, so you want me to do this? Like, that was a whole lot of acting and, like, exaggerating.
I don't know if I do all that.
No, seriously, because I've seen Len do it. Are you...
Probably.
Cause you be talking junk about Len. Do you do that?
Well, Len's easy to talk junk about.
No, but I want you to tell me. Do you do that?
I probably do that, yeah.
Aw.
But, like, you sometimes find it entertaining. I've got at least one of my teenagers that everything I do is irritating. If I say, hi, it's nice to see you. How was your day?
Yeah.
Oh, damn it. I just got home. It's like, okay.
Wow.
Yeah, nice to see you. If I tell a joke, it's not funny. It's annoying. If I ask to help, it's annoying. It's like, so you know what? They don't think I'm fun.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny. No, but that, I can see how that would be irritating. Because you look like the kind of dad that if a kid came in and said, nobody likes you. Really? So you think people are going down the hallway and just saying, look at him. Like, do you do that? That would
Len does that, doesn't he?
And when you did that now, I was like, oh my gosh, he probably does that to his kids.
It's one of the things I love about Len. I would do it to my students when I was teaching a lot.
Oh my gosh. Len does it to the kids, and if they laugh, they're in trouble. So they gotta sit there and watch all of that and just stay quiet.
Oh my gosh, I love that guy.
Lord. The other thing is, let me see. Patricia says, did the Holy Spirit tell you to tell Jannelle someone just,
Patricia, but you heard me.
Patricia!
You heard me say that was harsh.
Wow. Miss Anita says she is Team Brene. You usually don't like that when people say
that.
Yeah,
it's not a team. Never heard of that team.
What's up, YouTube? Why y'all just sitting there? Why y'all just like looking at us like we weird? Say something. Join the conversation.
Well, I mean, we are weird, but
yeah,
we want you to talk.
We are. We do got problems. Daniel says, I personally try to always give money if asked, and if I have to, have it. I tend not to carry cash. I don't think it's my place to determine whether a person will use it correctly or not. I know that they're going to use it for something unhelpful, then yeah, if he does know that. Jim says, Jim, I haven't seen you commenting recently. Says, I have given thousands of dollars over the years and have never felt like I was taken advantage of. God is our provider and source all we have, even when, in my eyes, I don't think I had it to give. I've never been without.
And that's generally the principle I'm trying to portray. Jim did it a little bit more effectively than me, perhaps, but I want to convict the people that got the excuse. They're coming up with all these great logical reasons without scriptural support.
Yeah.
To be able to get a pass and not show compassion.
Yeah. Okay, so it's follow-up Friday, so we can kind of switch the conversation. Do you mind? A little bit.
She does whatever she
It'll
wants.
be a little light. So, the seasons are starting back up on, like, series or whatever. Any suggestions? Like, I got nothing I'm watching. The one I'm going to start, but I don't even know if it's appropriate. It's The Office. Is The Office okay?
Well, that's a big question to ask me.
Why?
Is it appropriate?
I've heard people say, oh, it's good, it's funny.
It's satire about people who are inappropriate.
Oh, okay.
So what I'm telling you is it's a satire on caricatures of people in every office. Like every office.
That sounds
has got a
funny.
Jannelle.
What's a Jannelle?
And you have to
What's
watch
a
it by
Jannelle?
And everybody's had a boss like Michael Scott and all that. Now there's some stuff that's
funny.
completely inappropriate and I don't endorse it.
Oh,
but
seriously?
it's satire, so that kind of comes with it. It's not like an instructive, here's the way to live life in the office. It makes fun of the oddities of humanity.
Why are people talking about it now? Isn't it old?
Because a bunch of kids are getting into it. It's become really popular with tweens and teens.
Any other things you guys are into watching that you would recommend? Anyone?
I've been watching Cobra Kai.
Yes. What is that? Did you just start? What is that?
Karate Kid girl.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Cobra Kai? What the heck is that? I have no clue. Let's look it up. Cobra, the original Karate Kid? Cobra. Oh, look, it popped up.
Oh, yay.
So it's one of the top things on Netflix right now. So here's the deal. Karate
Seriously?
Kid, part 1, 2, 3, 4.
97% of people like this show. I have never heard of this.
Now, Cobra Kai it's not a reboot of Karate Kid. It takes the original cast from Karate Kid and it picks up 30 years later.
Wow.
Because that's how old the series
right.
is. Now, let me tell you, the acting, subpar.
Oh.
The writing, predictable. The show itself, I can't stop watching it.
Why? Why?
A combination of nostalgia and enough left open to not know what's going to happen that I have to keep watching.
Oh, okay.
I can't describe it. Again, is it good? No, not that good. Can Brian stop watching it? No, he can't stop watching it.
Wow.
I mean,
is
I
it
can't
a
stop.
seasons thing? Like, is it ongoing?
It's 2 seasons. It started off as a YouTube thing,
Yeah.
but Netflix bought it out, I think, and made a 2nd season.
Oh, wow. I'm watching this one, but you guys won't like it. It's I don't know. It's Anne with an E, and it's based on the novel Anne of Green Gables. It is so good, and my boys are into it because I knew you wouldn't like it. It's really well done, and they were into the Little House series, and it's kind of that kind of setting, but really well done, and it's a Netflix original. But I was looking for, because I don't like. How do you find out about series? Like, I watched The Innocence Files. That was interesting.
Really, really good.
Like, when you don't have ads like we used to, how do you find out, like, oh, let me try this?
I go on Netflix and I go to a show that the title looks interesting or the picture, and I click more information and I read it.
It's a lot of work. And then you got to watch it and see if you like it.
Yeah, sometimes you find a dud, but sometimes you find something great. I also go to their ranking of the top ones, and I decide if I want to watch that.
Rob says, and that's what the hope is for Fresh Prince. That's right, my
Rob.
dude. Woo!
No,
Fresh Prince.
Rob,
Fresh
wrong.
Prince.
Wrong. Okay, Karate Kid. Not a comedy. It was a drama that had funny moments. Karate Kid is still that in Cobra Kai. Fresh Prince was an awkward, 90s, goofy, silly sitcom that I enjoyed. It cannot effectively be translated into a drama because it's not that. Thank you. Sit down, Rob.
Oh,
down.
wow. So, Daniel, first of all, Mike says Anne of Green Gables is great. I wish I had time to read it. A lot of people have talked about it and haven't read it. But I love the series. Oh my gosh, she's so tight. Raina likes it. I think Raina is a little bit like Anne of Green Gables. Like, oh my lord. Daniel's asking, what are you reading? And so I also wanted to talk about podcasts. Anything off the top of your head that you could recommend?
For what, podcast?
Yeah, because
But that's
I know
not
you,
reading.
but I know you do. I'm trying to include you. I don't want to be exclusive to the readers in the team.
Yeah, I don't
No,
really.
stop.
I wish I read more. Okay, so podcasts. I've been really into. Oh gosh, they just changed the app. Ugh. Revisionist History is my very favorite from Malcolm Gladwell. My very, very favorite. Just give me a moment here.
You watch Anne of Green Gables?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
So good.
I like Brene and Jannelle podcast.
Yeah! Shit, that girl is
That guy
so
sounds
talented.
so handsome.
She's amazing.
I've enjoyed previous seasons of Crime Town very much.
Okay. That's the one with Mayor Sansi?
Buddy Cianci, yeah.
Yeah.
That was season 1, I believe. I really like the series, podcast series Heavyweight. Heavyweight from Gimlet Media. It's very fun. It's not about boxing at all. You know me. I'm not going to listen to anything about boxing. I don't care about that.
Yeah.
Unless it's a Rocky movie, then I love it. I love 8 p.m. Reports In the Dark. You like that one?
She's not
Season 2 is
doing
their
anything.
best.
What is she doing? She hasn't
They're
done anything.
researching.
Yeah, the season
They're
1
investigative journalists.
and 2 is amazing.
In the
And
dark.
don't let her voice throw you off. I got this thing with little voices. She talks. I know. I almost clicked her off. I like
so
the
judgy.
Barbara Walters. But that girl is amazing. In the Dark. Look that up.
I think Nice White Parents from the New York Times
Yeah. You
and
started
Serial.
watching? I haven't started
I
yet.
finished it.
It's a whole season?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
wow.
pretty good. I like that one a lot. Serial, if you've never seen that. Slow Burn has got a couple seasons that are real good. I love Slow Burn. I like the Holy Post podcast. It's a Christian podcast. Guy Gittani and Phil Vischer. Yeah. There's a bunch of other stuff too, but we don't got time for all that.
I am not alone.
Oh, Wind of Change. Really good.
So write
Wind of
this
Change.
down, y'all. We got some smart people in the Brian
But
Jannelle show.
what?
Write this down. No, write what you're saying down. Wind of Change. What is it about?
Wind of Change it's a crazy and like storytelling thing where it looks at the 80s band The Scorpions, who had a really popular song around the world called Wind of Change. It's a power ballad. And there is a theory out there, an urban legend, that the CIA actually wrote the song to help take down the Soviet Union.
Oh, that's
And
interesting.
this guy tries to find out if it's true.
So Daniel says, "Oh no, I meant reading?" ? Who reads anymore? Is this 2008?
That's what I said.
Actually, I don't read anymore because I'm busy, but I do read with Audible, and it's such a game changer. So try Audible; it's amazing.
And with an E. I am not gonna
And
watch
with
that.
an E is amazing.
It's so good.
So it
I'm
is
not gonna watch
so good.
So good.
But a bunch of girls crying?
No, it's not. They got
Is
a
there
lot
crying?
of voice. It has several voices.
Is there crying?
Oh my!
Listen, no, answer me. Is there crying?
Yes, there is.
More than once.
There's not a lot of crying. It's not that.
No.
She's actually kind of.
Is it about a group of girls?
Oh my goodness!
Is it about a group
And
of girls?
boys. There's a
Primarily
like a whole,
girls.
Isaiah watches it
Primarily girls.
and loves it.
Do you see how she doesn't answer my
Isaiah
question?
watches. My 17-year-old is all about that. He actually
Listen, I don't
says-
take tips from
You know what
17-year-olds.
Isaiah said? He said, "Man, I would love to get with a girl." He has a girlfriend, but he's like, eventually spend my life with a girl like.
Oh, she's not watching this.
I know. Spend my life with a girl like Anne with an E because she's so she's a reader.
Did you tell him that she's not real?
No,
and that
like
real women
her.
aren't like that?
Emily says the first season of Anne with an E was wonderful. The second season they took some writing liberties and really changed the story. Sandy says Anne with an E, wonderful series, very touching. Also, Call the Midwife is another excellent series. Ooh, I gotta write that down. Call the Midwife.
Sarah loved that one.
Yeah, what
It's
is
about
it
a bunch of pregnant ladies giving birth and a bunch of women walking around crying. It's
Call the Midwife.
yeah, it's definitely a girl show you got to watch.
Oh my gosh. Okay, let me just stop.
Sarah loved it. She liked that one.
So Kelly says the podcast, The Way I Heard It by Mike Rowe.
I like
it is
Mike
like
Rowe.
Paul Harvey's the rest of the story.
She doesn't know anything about any of that stuff.
None
you
of
just wrote
that.
down.
None of that you just said. Jennifer says, as a Charlotte Mason homeschooler. I'm currently reading 7 books. Dude, I don't got that kind of time. And I pretty much only read dead authors. Actually,
Wow.
Dr. Julie Slattery, a deep, awesome, amazing friend, she told me that too. That she likes reading dead authors. She said something about the way books are done now and how superficial. Something she said, I forgot. Sorry.
Well,
but there is something to that. Do you agree? Do you see what people?
I just have
think?
this problem with books in general. When I read them, I fall asleep.
What about Audible? Have you tried that? Audible's amazing.
I don't want to pay for that.
Amazing. I'm going to share with you a book I started. You're going to like it.
How to Be Annoying by Jannelle Nevels.
Mike says, I've never heard Anne with an E until today. Look it up.
No, Mike.
Several seasons.
Join the club.
Isaiah loves it. Like, I can't watch the next episode until Isaiah's
talking
with me.
about it.
It's amazing. So, my favorite, well, I'm in this book, and it's amazing. It's called, you're going to like it, Kelly. Well, maybe. The Gifts of Imperfection by Brene Brown. And the chapters include cultivating self-compassion, letting go of perfectionism, cultivating a resilient spirit, letting go of numbing and powerlessness, cultivating creativity, letting go of comparison. And in each chapter, she has like guideposts and practical steps you can take.
You don't need that first one. You're not a
She is
perfectionist.
good.
You don't need that first one.
No, I'm not a perfectionist.
I need that one.
Yeah.
Amora says, any science fiction, fantasy, or superpowered TV shows with action.
That's what I'm talking
Science
about.
fiction. What do you got for science fiction?
My son and I watched something on Netflix that was pretty. It wasn't great. It was pretty good. They haven't had a lot. Actually, no. It's called Alone.
No.
Brand new Netflix series about a mission to Mars. Really good. I liked it a lot.
I'm still finishing Star Wars for the very first time.
That's,
For the very first time, my kids are taking me through Star Wars. And then it was funny because we'll watch it as a family. We're still on episode 4. And when, hold on, I got to get the names. Who's the guy?
You're doing it. I'm not going to help you with this. You're doing it wrong.
Please.
You started with 1. That's not how you're supposed
The
to watch
boys
it.
asked their friends and they got all together, these
So you
young
listen
people.
to children.
And they said, Mommy, you got to start with number 1.
You listen to children who weren't alive when 6 of them were made.
And so what's his name?
I'm not helping you.
Darth Vader and the guy before that.
I'm not.
Can you tell me?
I'm not helping you.
Who is Darth Vader? The guy? Hold on. Can you please tell me
I'm
the
not
main
telling
character?
Because you're doing it wrong to begin with.
Star
She's
Wars
watching them in numerical
main
order.
character.
That is not how they were designed to be watched.
The boys, listen.
They were designed to
my
be watched
boys
4, 5, 6, 1,
want
2,
me to
3,
be in
7, 8,
their
9.
world. And so I'm going to do it. What is it? Anakin.
Your boys are wrong.
And so when Anakin turned into Darth Vader, I felt so betrayed. I was like, no, what is going on? Because growing up, I've seen Darth Vader. And I've seen Anakin. I didn't know they were the same person.
It's annoying.
Gosh.
I've told her this. Her boys are totally ignorant. About
Everybody
this.
agrees. Hey.
You are not supposed to watch it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's
I'm
not
sorry.
how it's made. That's not what you
The
do.
problem is, listen, moms and dads, you would agree. If your boys, teenage boys, tell you, Mommy, I want you to watch this, and you're going to join their world, like next I'm supposed to watch all of Marvel in order. I'm going to do it the way they want to, right? It's a mental thing with teens. I'm not going to go and be like, no, if we're going to watch it, we're going to watch it this way.
But
That's a good way to lose
I've already got a problem with you, because what do you mean by watch them in order?
in their order.
No, in
C.S.
the Marvel
Lewis has
movies.
the same thing with Narnia.
No, the Marvel movies.
Yeah, Narnia. Look, Jennifer says, and you don't read Chronicles in order. My son read it. I don't know what order. I think he read it in order.
It's supposed to start with The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
Everybody agrees with you.
There's a book later in the series that actually is a prequel to The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
Yeah, I
You
remember.
don't read that first.
Well, it's too late. I
Just
already
like,
read it.
okay, with Marvel, it starts with Iron Man. Even though in time, it starts with Captain America, First Avenger.
So when we get to Marvel's long. It's like 22
Listen,
movies.
your boys are going to tell you
They're gonna
whatever
have
your boys
kids.
say, no is the answer.
How do you do that? If your kid tells you, Mommy, I really want you to be in our world and watch Star Wars.
You say,
how do you
honey,
come into that and
let's
tell
do
them
this.
how you're going to watch
I'll tell
it?
you. You want to know?
Okay.
You say, oh, honey, you're so sweet. I want to watch these with you. Let's watch them in the proper order together.
They've been watched it. Now you're gonna tell him what the proper order is?
No, the world told you. The order in which they were released.
Isaiah's best friend Campbell, who is my son, my play son.
Who's a child. Carry on.
We called him and checked with him, and he's like, "Oh yeah, you got to watch it 1, 2, 3."
He's wrong.
So Campbell's amazing.
He's wrong.
Jennifer?
What you do is you go online and you look at the release dates of all the Marvel films, and you put them in time order, release dates. Because technically, Captain America: First Avenger in the time of the series is first, but it wasn't released first. You don't watch it first. You don't watch it first.
Too late. It's too late. Daniel says he's been wanting to watch Alone.
Alone's good.
Jennifer says, yes, the reader should see Narnia through the eyes of Lucy. Sarah says, we watched all 20 whatever adventure movies this summer. Wow, seriously, just this summer? It was fun. We ended by watching the last 2 in one sitting, staying up till 2. It was exhausting and fun. Oh, that's encouraging, Sarah. I'm going to be in touch with you because I thought, but maybe because we were just doing weekends, I'm like, dude, you're going to be like parents by the time we're done with Avengers.
And technically, I think I'm realizing, Kelly might know this because she's aware of things in life. I think actually Edward Norton's The Incredible Hulk would be first, and then Iron Man.
I have no idea.
I believe so, yeah.
Or was it just called Hulk?
Daniel agrees.
Yeah.
He goes, yeah, you can't tell me the correct order when you weren't born yet.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Why would you? I love that you're using that. Your kids weren't even alive. What do they know?
Okay, then what do you say about C.S. Lewis? None of y'all were alive. I mean, that's not a good...
What you do is you figure out, how did C.S. Lewis write this? What was the order in which he published the books? Then I'm going to do that. You don't look at the timeline of the story itself, because then you end up watching prequels before you're supposed to.
Well, it's too late. Star Trek looks boring. I don't know if I'll watch Star Trek. But Avengers, I do want to watch it. The kids are super excited. And then it's like hard because then the younger ones will want to like say stuff. Or I hate when they go, don't your kids do that? Or some adults do that. Watch this. Watch this part. Make sure you pay attention. And then it kind of gives it away. So it's like, can you guys just like shh so I could watch it?
So, and that didn't tip you off? They don't know what they're doing? That didn't tip you off?
Rob says, man, I've been on an island. I haven't seen any of the ones mentioned, the shows. But hey, I haven't seen E.T. Oh my goodness. I watched E.T. for the first time in the theater when they were celebrating like the 20th anniversary.
Do you see what I got to deal with?
But look at Rob. Rob's American. He was born here and hasn't watched none of this stuff.
Rob has got a lot of issues.
What was he doing? At least I was watching Sábado y Gigante.
Nobody knows what Rob is doing.
What?
We got to get out of here, man.
Bye, guys. Have a good weekend. And I'm going to watch stuff that you guys mentioned. That was good. Oh, the midwife one looks good.
Yeah, if you like women being pregnant, giving birth, and crying.
Oh, yeah. I've been through that already.